Okay, good day learners, and welcome back again to broadband installation. So, start na tayo. Learning competency, install and configure CPE. Our learning outcome here is prepare and terminate Ethernet cable. But first, let us recall your knowledge from our previous topic. If you remember, we have 6 types of broadband. Learners, may naalala pa ba kayo? Can you mention some? Yes, we have cable modem. If you remember, through coaxial cable TV, ay maaari din tayo magkaroon ng internet. Another one. Yes, we have DSL or Digital Subscriber Line using Ethernet cable. Another? Yes, we have BPL, broadband over power line, through existing electrical power line dito sa ating bahay, ay maaari din tayo magkaroon ng internet. Ano pa guys? Yes, wireless, through Wi-Fi and access point. Ano pa? Yes, fiber, which is in demand ngayon, no? And last one is satellite. Ito yung ginagamit naman sa mga remote region. Okay, before we proceed to the next slides, meron ako hinandang game para sa inyo. Short game lamang naman. So, silipin natin. Yan. If you notice, dito sa left side ng ating screen is meron mga different words and colors na related sa broadband installation. Ngayon, ang challenge here is to find what is our topic for today. So, kapansin nyo, dito naman sa right side, meron tayong 3 words. Ito yung title ng topic natin. Ngayon, hahanapin nyo kung ano yung correct word. Remember, we have 3 words here sa right side. Pipili kayo dyan kung ano yung correct answer para dito sa kanan. Kung ano yung ilalagay natin para makumpleto natin itong topic. So, gets ba? Are you ready? So kung ready na kayo, bibigyan ko kayo ng 1 minute para hanapin yung correct title. 3, 2, 1, timer starts now. Okay, time's up guys. So, ano yung nakita ninyo guys? Learners. Wireless cable telecommunication. Sorry, but it is wrong. Ano pa? Wild guess. Computer cable telecommunication. Talagang mahilig kayo sa telecommunication ha. Sorry, learners, pero mali pa rin. Try harder. Ethernet cable telecommunication. Sorry, it is still wrong. Ano pa? May free load no yung makakakuha ng correct answer para dito. Yes? Okay, that's right. The correct answer is Ethernet cable configuration. Congratulations. Okay, learners, look at this, no? We have different colors dito sa left side, yung color ng mga words, kasi merong purpose yan. Ano ba yung mga kulay na nandyan? We have orange, green, blue, and brown. So, learners, etong apat na kulay na to is from now on, ito na yung mga gawin yung favorite color kasi napaka importante nito sa atin. So, ano kaya yung connection nito, no, sa topic natin? So, malalaman nyo yan if we proceed to the next slide. Lesson expectation. Learners, ano yung inyong expectation doon sa topic natin? Kayo, ano ba ang gusto nyo sana matutunan ngayon, no? Yes? Para matutong mag-crimp. Tama. And matutunan ang pag-networking. Yes. So, how to crimp and establish a computer network, tama kayo. Dito matututunan nyo yan. Okay? Continue tayo. Topic, Ethernet cable configuration. Ang ating learning objectives here is number 1, understand the concepts and principles of Ethernet cable configuration. Number 2, configure Ethernet cable. And number 3, recognize the importance of Ethernet cable in computer network. So question, what possible career you can get after you finish broadband installation course? Ano kaya in the future yung mga pwedeng maging trabaho? Sige nga, may idea ba kayo? Okay, broadband installer and broadband service technician. So yan yung mga dalawa na pinaka-main na posibleng maging work ninyo in the future. Pero syempre, madami pang iba na related naman tungkol dyan. And ito guys, yung learners lagi kong ina-emphasize, no? Doon sa mga ginagawa nating activity is huwag nyo itong kakalimutan, lalo na pag mga skills, value, like this one, proper crimping of cable following the procedure on how to crimp Ethernet cable is a basic skill of broadband installer or broadband service technician. So, ngayon, imamaster natin itong skill na to. At huwag nyo kalilimutan dahil paglabas nyo ng school at mag-work na kayo, ready na kayo, hindi yung doon nyo palang aaralin uli. Okay? So, napaka-importante nito, learners. Every activity, performance task, i-master nyo yan at malaking tulong ito para sa inyo. Okay, pre-assessment muna tayo. Here is our pre-assessment 3.3-1. Direction. Read each statement below carefully. Write true if you think that the statement is correct and false if you think that the statement is wrong. So, get a piece of paper and a pen at mag-start na tayo. Okay. For number 1, straight through is a type of configuration that enables users to connect similar devices such as desktop to another desktop. Is it true or false? Okay, may answer na kayo? So, let's see kung ano yung tamang sagot. The correct answer is false. Kasi crossover yung configuration na yon kapag PC to PC ang connection. Okay? Next, number 2. Crossover is a type of configuration that enables users to connect two dissimilar devices such as desktop to switch. Is it true or false? Okay, let's see the correct answer. Ready na? Still, it is false. Kasi straight through ang ginagamit kapag meron na tayong central device, no? For this example, switch, no? Meron daw switch and then yung computers na connect sa kanya. So, ang gagamitin natin configuration doon sa ating cable is straight through. So, false ang sagot. Okay, next. Ready? Number 3. White-orange is the first color in straight-through B configuration. Is it true or false? Ano yung tamang sagot dyan? Let's see. Yes, it is true. Yan yung pinakaunang kulay natin. Sa pin number 1 is white-orange kapag straight through B yung ating configuration na gagawin. Later on, malalaman nyo rin yan. Mas lalo nyo maintindihan. Next, number 4. White-brown is the last color in the crossover configuration. Is it true or false? Okay, what's the correct answer? False. Kasi, brown yung ating last color sa crossover configuration. Ganon din naman sa straight configuration. And last one, number 5, UTP cable is most certainly by far the most popular cable. In general, the length should not be more than 100 meters or 328 feet to avoid data loss. Dapat daw, hindi higit sa 100 meters yung haba ng connection. Is it true or false? Okay, let's see the correct answer for number 5. So, it is true. So, kapag, sir, paano pag more than 100? Ganun kahaba yung kinablihan namin. So, ang sagot doon is gagamit ka na ng mga divisor. Ng mga devices like switch, mga reading router, or yung mga devices na pang-boost ng signal. And ang bandwidth naman, no? Pag mga kable, pwede rin naman yan. Okay, now is the lesson proper. Our topic for today is Ethernet cable configuration, information sheet 3.3-1. Introduction. A good Ethernet cable configuration termination provides a proper wire crimp. Also important, it is not unwinding the wires more than necessary. So yung proper crimping procedures dito aaralin natin sa pagkikrimp. Crossover configuration is a type of configuration that enables users to connect similar devices such as desktop to another desktop. From the given example here sa picture, kita nyo naman, no? We have two persons here and two desktop computer. Crossover daw ang gagamitin kapag rectang sila lang i-connecta nyo sa network. So, walang device. Crossover ang gagamitin nyo kapag PC to PC. Then, straight-through configuration is a type of configuration that enables users to connect to the similar devices such as desktop to switch. Sa straight-through configuration naman, from the given example, ganun din, merong dalawang user, they have their own computers. So, nakakonect sila parehas dito sa ating central device. And this is a switch. So, sir, hanggang dalawa lang po ba nga siya dyan? So, hindi. Depende yun doon sa capacity ng switch. So, this one, I think, maybe 8632. So, depende yan. Merong capacity niya 8, 16, 32, 24. So, kapag ito yung setup, straight-through configuration yung ginagamit. So, mostly sa mga office, sa mga com shop, ganito sila. Okay. So, ito yung magiging output natin. Crimp UTP cable. Ito yung gagawin ninyo sa inyong performance task. So, syempre, kung paano gawin yon, yung configuration ay dapat nating aralin. Don't worry, mamaya yung step-by-step procedure and my own demonstration video is makikita nyo mamaya. So as you see in the screen, we have two configuration. Dito sa left side, nag-start siya, yung configuration ng kulay niya ay nag-start sa white-green. Ang tawag doon ay straight through A. Ulitin ko. Kapag ang configuration ng kulay is nag-start sa white-green, ang tawag doon ay straight through A. Kapag nag-start naman dito sa white-orange, straight through B ang tawag doon. Okay? So, observe natin itong straight through A, no? Yung combination or yung sequence ng kanyang kulay. So, white-green, green, white-orange, blue, white-blue, orange, white-brown, and brown. So, yung pagkakasunod-sunod na yan ay tatandaan ninyo. Okay? So, observe naman natin dito sa right side, straight through B. Ang straight through B ay nag-i-start ang kulay niya sa white-orange, sunod na ng orange, white-green, blue, white-blue, green, white-brown, brown. So, observe carefully, guys. Papansin nyo, itong 4th and 5th and 6th and the last one is walang pagbabago yung placement ng kulay niya. So in short, ang nagbago lang na position is yung 1, 2, 3, 6. For example, white-green. Dito sa straight through A, una siya. Pagdating naman sa straight through B, pangatlo siya. Next one is green, pangalawa dito sa A. Pang-anim naman sa B. White-orange, pangatlo dito sa A. Una naman siya dito sa straight through B. Yung orange, pang-anim dito sa A, pangalawa naman dito sa B. So remember, yung pin 1, 2, 3, 6, yun lang yung nagkakaroon ng pagbabago. So yun yung dapat na matandaan niyo. Kapag A, ganito yung sequence ng kulay, at kapag B, ganito naman yung sequence ng kulay. Kapag crossover configuration ang gagawin ninyo. Crossover configuration. Okay? Paano naman kapag straight through configuration? Observe carefully ang ating screen. Ano napansin nyo? Yes, parehas lang sila. No? So, itong isang RJ45 nag-start sa white-orange. So, straight through B dito sa right side, white-orange din. So, parehas na parehas yung magkabilang dulo. Ganyan yung sequence ng kulay niya. Hindi katulad doon sa crossover kanina, magkaiba. Ngayon, sir, kapag paano pag white-green parehas naman yan at same pa rin yung sequence ng kulay. Straight through A dito sa left side and straight through B ay straight through A din dito sa right side. Hindi straight configuration pa rin yun. Pero type A. This one kasi is type B. Gets ba, class? Okay, for the tools and materials needed, we have crimping tool, wire stripper, RJ45, and network cable tester. So wala naman tayo naging problema dito kasi napaghandaan natin to, no? Nakahiram tayo ng crimping tool. Dito naman sa wire stripper, optional naman to, na kaya-kaya to without that. And RJ45, doon naman sa mga hindi nakahiram ng network cable tester, tulad ng napag-usapan natin, is padala nyo sa akin yung output. At ako na magte-test at ibabalita ko sa inyo. So, let's start. So, step number 1, look at the picture. Strip the cable back 1 inch from the end. Insert the cable into the stripper section of the tool and squeeze it tight. Then rotate the crimping tool around the cable in a smooth and even motion to create a clean cut. Keep the tool clamped and pull away towards the end of the wire to remove the sheeting. The stripping section is a round hole near the handle of the tool. The sheeting should come off cleanly, leaving the wires exposed. Before that, ingat kayo kasi yung blade ng ating crimper is matalas. So, step 1, magbalat daw kayo na 1 inch. So, ipasok nyo doon sa part ng crimper na ito, dito. Kita nyo ba sa screen? And then, i-rotate nyo yung crimper at magkakaroon na ng cut yan. And then, hilahin nyo na yung sheet, yung balat ng UTP cable. Naintindihan? Okay, next, step number 2. Untwist and straighten the wire inside of the cable. Inside of the cable, you will see a bunch of smaller wires twisted together. Separate the twisted wires and straighten them out so they are easier to sort into the right order. Cut off the small plastic white separator of core so it is out of the way. Don't cut off or remove any of the wires or you won't be able to crimp them into the connector. So, kanina, pag-remove ng ating sheet o yung cover ng ating UTP cable, so, twisted yan. Twisted pair nga eh. So, by 2, naka-twist yan. So, sa step number 2, i-untwist nyo. Siyempre nga naman, para madali nating ipagkasunod-sunod yung kulay niya. Naintindihan? Okay, next. Step number 3, yung pinag-aralan nating sequence ng kulay kanina. From the given picture, anong configuration yan, learners? Correct, straight through B kasi nag-start sa white-orange. Okay, basahin natin. Step number 3, arrange the wires into the right order. Use your fingers to put the wires in the correct order so they can be properly crimped. The order sequence is as follows from the left to the right. There are 8 wires in a total that need to be arranged in the right sequence. Note that the wires label orange, white, or brown. White indicate the small wires that have 2 colors. So yung combination ng may white, yun yung stranded. Step number 4. Cut the wires into even line 1 inch from sheeting. Observe carefully sa picture natin, learners. Hold the wires with your thumb and index finger to keep them in order. Then use the cutting section of the crimping tool to cut them into an even line. So during nakaposition ng ganyan yan, aalalayan nyo daw ng thumb and ng index finger ninyo. Bakit kaya? Siyempre, maaari kasi yung pag-cut mo niyan, madi-disarrange na yung sequence ng kulay niya, yung order ng kulay niya. The cutting section of the tool will resemble wire cutters. See? The wires must be in an even line to be crimped into RJ connector properly. If you cut them in an even line, more further down the wires and cut them again. So kung hindi pantay-pantay, ikat mo na lang ulit. Tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, mag-iingat at matalas ang blade ng crimper natin. Step number 5. Look at the picture, learners. Insert the wires into the RJ45 connector. Hold the RJ45 connector so the clips is on the underside and the small metal pins are facing up. Insert the cable into the connector so that each of the small wires fits into the small grooves in the connector. So, ganito yung itsura, yung pacing na RJ45 kapag ipapasok nyo na yung cable. No? Ito yung nakaharap sa inyo. The sheeting of the cable should fit just inside of the connector so it past the base. If any of the small wires bend or don't fit into the groove correctly, take the cable out and straighten the wires with your fingers before trying again. So, importante talaga kung una pa lang yung pagkakat po ng cable is pantay-pantay na. Kasi mas makakatulong yun na mas smooth or mas madali ang pagpasok mo ng wires na yan doon sa RJ45 connector mo. The wires must be inserted in the correct order in which wire must fit into a groove before you crimp the connector. Pagkapasok mo niyan, double check mo ulit kung tama pa rin yung order na pagkakasunod-sunod ng kulay ng iyong kable. Okay, next, step number 6. Look at the picture again carefully. Stick the connector into the crimping part of the tool and squeeze twice. Insert the connector in the crimping section of the tool until it can't fit any further. Squeeze the handle to crimp the connector and secure the wires. Release the handles, then squeeze the tool again to make sure all of the pins are pushed down. The crimping tool pushes small pins in the grooves down onto the wires to hold and connect them to the RJ45 connector. So sa first attempt mo, hindi naglubugan lahat ng gold pins. Ang sabi dito, i-squeeze mo uli. So i-crimp mo uli hanggang sa maging lahat ng gold pins na yan ay kumagat doon sa wires. No? Siyempre make sure din na lahat ng wires mo is nakasaga doon sa pinakadulo. Okay? Step number 7. Look at the picture. Yan yung sinasabi ko. Itong mga gold pins na yan. Yung sa step number 6, lahat dapat yan nakabaon. No? Remove the cable from the tool and check that all the pins are down. Take the connector out of the tool and look at the pins to see that they are all pushed down in an even line. Lightly tug the connector to make sure it is attached to the cable. If any of the pins aren't pushed down, put the wire back into the crimping tool and crimp it again. So double checking talaga. No? So dito naman, i-try mo ding hilahin yung UTP cable mo doon sa RJ45 to test, no, na kung matibay talaga. Kapag yan is nabunot agad, sasablay yung pagkaka-crimp mo. Okay, and step number 8, test your cable if desired. If you have a cable testing tool, insert both ends of your finished cable into the tool to check for a signal. The cable should now be ready to use. So, yung kable natin, yung magkabilang dulo na kinrip natin, i-insert daw dito sa ating cable tester. Remember guys, merong dalawang light signal na ibibigay ang tester natin. Ito ay kapag straight through ang ginamit mong cable configuration. At iba naman ang light signal na ibibigay kapag crossover configuration ang ginawa mo. No? I-analyze natin. So, observe carefully dito sa picture. So, straight through configuration, no? Naka-straight through B yan. Ang light signal na ibibigay niyan is 1 to 8 and 1 to 8. Napakadali. No, hindi nakakalito. Kapag straight mapa A man o B, ang light signal na ibibigay ng tester mo is 1 to 8 at sa isa naman is 1 to 8 din. Okay. Paano kapag crossover configuration naman ang ginawa mo sa kable? Anong light signal naman ang mangyayari o ang makikita mo? So, sa kabila, 1 to 8, pero sa kabila, no, 3, 6, 1, 4, 5, 2, 7, 8, jumbled or nagja-jump. Paano kaya nangyari yan? Okay, obserbahan natin itong picture maigi. Dito sa left side, itong RJ45 na to, white-green natin is yung number 1. No? So, bakit kaya naging 3 naman yung light signal sa kabila? Eh, nasaan ba yung white? Kung dito, yung white green mo is number 1, eh, nasaan ba yung white green mo dito sa kabila? Di ba nasa pangatlo? Kaya ang ibibigay niyang kulay is 3. Naintindihan? How about this one? Dito sa A, straight through A, ang green mo is second. Tama. Dito naman sa kabila, nasaan ang green mo? Sir, nasa pang-anim. So, kaya number 6, yung ibibigay na light signal. Ganon din naman sa orange, pangatlo dito sa A. Ano ibibigay dito sa kabila? Anong kulay? Number 1 kasi nasa pin number 1 siya. Obserbahan yung blue and white blue. Same pa rin, di ba? Ganon din sa white, brown, and brown. Observe dito yung pang-anim. Dito sa A. Nasaan ba yung orange mo rito sa B? Nasa pangalawa. So, ang bibigyan niyan light signal is 2. So, remember, sa crossover configuration, yung isa is straight 1 to 8, and yung isa is 3, 6, 1, 4, 5, 2, 7, 8. Huwag na huwag nyo kakalimutan yan, guys. Kapag hindi 3, 6, 1, 4, 5, 2, 7, 8, is may mali doon sa ginawa mong crossover cable. At buti na lang, alam nyo mag-check nito, so matitrace nyo kung saan position yung mali. Kasi na-identify naman sinasabi ng tester. Okay? And let's observe these important notes. A straight through cable has an identical L. Parehas yung magkabilang dulo, no? Yung configuration, color configuration na ginawa mo doon sa J45, yung magkabilang dulo, is parehas pag sinabing straight through cable. Then, a crossover cable has different ends. Magkaiba naman sa crossover. A straight through is used as a patch cord in Ethernet connection. A crossover is used to connect two Ethernet devices without a hub, or for connecting two hubs and switches peer-to-peer, tawag doon. A crossover has one end with the orange set of wires switch with the green set. No? Yung orange and green lang yung nagsuswap sa crossover. Looking at the RJ45 with the clip facing away from you, brown is always on the right. Yung nakadulo. Pin number 8 is brown. And pin number 1 is on the left. No more than 1/2 inches of the Ethernet cable should be untwisted. Otherwise, it will be susceptible to crosstalk. So, yung pagbalat mo na 1 inch, yung pag-untwist mo daw is 1/2 lang inches. Do not deform, do not bend, do not stretch, do not staple, do not run parallel with power cables, and do not run Ethernet cables near noise-inducing components. So, yung noise kasi, nakaka-affect yan doon sa transmission ng data natin. Okay? As I promised, papakita ko sa inyo yung demonstration video at tutorial, no, on how to crimp a UTP cable. So, watch carefully, observe, and enjoy. Okay, ayan. So, ano ba yung mga kailangan nating tools and materials? So, una-una, itong ating crimper or the crimp tool. Next, yung ating RJ45. Then, itong mini tool. Pag bumili kayo ng crimper, sa package niya may kasama siya mini tool. So, ito ay ginagamit din sa pagtanggal nung jacket nung ating UTP cables. And ito naman ay ginagamit sa patch panel. Then, meron din tayong UTP cable. And ito, gagamitin natin mamaya ang ating tester. So, first step, para lang sa demonstration, maikli lang yung gagamitin nating UTP cable. Ayan. So, itong side na napapansin nyo merong dalawang screw, yan yung gagamitin natin na pang-cut. Guys, ingat kayo ha. Every time na gagamit kayo ng crimper, dahil itong blade na nakikita nyo dito ay sharp. So, nakakasugat yan, kaya huwag nyo siyang paglalaban. Ayan. So, cut lang tayo ng, I think, itong kahaba lang. Ayan. So, next step, magbabawas tayo ng jacket na I think mga 1 inch. So para sure kayo, estimate nyo. Ito yung RJ45 natin. So, parang ganyan. So hanggang dito yung kailangan yung balatan. Then yung jacket dapat umabot siya dito. Dito, umabot siya dito. Kasi yan ay dapat umipit mamaya. So this one dapat pag kinrip natin ay babaon, matamaan yung jacket, no? Para nakalock siya, maganda yung pagkakagawa natin. Sige. So example ganyan, no? This time pag gagamitin kong pagtanggal ng jacket ng ating UTP cable, itong mini tool natin. So ganito lang paggamit niya. Yan. So hindi ko na siya ipipress ha, kasi matalas na yung blade nito. This one kasi naobserbahan ko medyo mapurol na. Medyo mapurol na yung blade niya doon. Kapag sinuot natin yung UTP cable dito, pansin ko medyo mapurol na yung blade doon. So kaya gumamit ako na itong mini tool. Testing natin, ikot lang natin. Then bitawan agad natin. Yan. Pansin nyo ang kanyang cut. No, napakadali lang pag yun yung ginamit, lalo na kung bagong-bago. Yan. So pag tanggal nyo ng jacket, check nyo na rin, no, kung nabalatan yung mismong wire natin. So wala naman. Okay. This one naman, tinatanggal niya, personally tinatanggal ko yan. Pero ang purpose nito is pag binanat mo yan pababa, so may extend yung pagka-cut ng jacket. So this time hindi ko siya kailangan, so I'm going to remove this. Okay, yan. So U2P and shielded twisted pair. So yan, by pair, nakikita nyo naman, no? We have 8 colors, actually 4 lang, no? Orange, brown, green, and blue. So syempre may pair siya na stranded with white. So, i-untwist natin yan sa isa. Okay. And then, ang gagawin natin type 9 cable ay straight through B. This day standard is straight through B. Yun yung gagawa natin na cable, yung type ng cable na yun. So from your previous lesson, especially ng junior high kayo, no, talagang sinanay kayo sa ganito. And then sa previous lesson natin, actually pina-assignment ko sa inyo yung guide. Hopefully meron kayo ng guide, no. So ginagawa natin to is para ma-refresh kayo, kasi kailangan nyo ng skills na ganito kapag nasa ibang competencies na tayo dito sa ating broadband. So, straight through B na yung pinakaunang color niya. So, white, orange. Orange. Next. White, green. Next. Blue. White, blue. Green. White, brown. Brown, tama ba? So ang ginagawa ko every time na nagagawa ako nito, itong part na to, ginaganyan ko siya. Example,
Yan, white, orange, orange. Yan, ganyan-ganyan ko siya. White, green, blue. So, binibend ko lang siya back and forth. And then, sideward. I guess para sumabay lang doon sa pagkakahulma. White, blue. Yan. Next is green. And white, brown, and black. Yan. Yan. So this one is sobrang haba to, I think. No? See? So what are we going to do is ikakat natin yan straight. Yan. So testing, ikat natin. Bago nyo i-insert dito sa RJ45 natin, lagi kayo magda-double check kung in order pa rin yung ating mga wire. Kasi hindi mo sabi talaga nangyayari, nagkakasalisiyan sila. At orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, brown. Ayan, na-insert natin. Kaya nyo pa rin naman check yan eh. White, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, brown. Yan, so ganyan lang. Wiggle mo lang na ganyan yan. So guys, ito importante dito, no? So yung itong nakita nyo gold pin doon sa taas. Ito, nakita nyo gold pin sa taas. Importante yan. Yung wire natin, nababo talaga hanggang pinakadulo. So pag once na kinrip mo yung babaw niyan, yun yung magkoconnect doon sa pinaka wire sa loob. Itong ating UTP cable. And this one naman, yung sinasabi ko, na dapat abot doon o lagpas doon yung jacket. Para mamaya pag kinrip natin yan, iipit yan mamaya. No, maggagaya yan yung maglalak doon sa UTP cable natin. Pinaka-importante bago nyo crimp, dapat kita yung mga wire nyo doon sa dulo. No? At magagawa nyo kapag ito ay tuluyan ninyo, continue lang ninyo na ipine-press pa sagad. So ayan, importante sagad siya yung wire doon sa pinakadulo ng ating RJ45. So next step is pwede na natin siya ritong shoot dito sa ating crimper. Yan, doon. Yan, crimp na natin. Check natin. Kita nyo ba yung jacket? Na pasok tumama siya, umipit siya rito sa part na to. No? Yung ating copper ng G45 talagang kinagat yung ating mga wire. And then ganun pa rin, no? Dito kita pa rin sa dulo yung mga wire ng ating UTP cable. So this one is very good. No? Then I'll be back at tapusin ko lang tong isang dulo and then i-tester natin siya mamaya kung successful yung ating nagawang pag-crimp o pag-terminate ng ating UTP cable. Okay, I'll be back. Ayan, okay guys, so natapos na natin yung other side. So what are we going to do is itetest na natin siya. So, kunin natin tong ating cable tester. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mas bagalan natin, no? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, good yung ating ginawang straight cable. So, after mo magawa, of course, keep your tools and always clean your working area. So, palagi natin itong ipapractice yung pagpa 5S. Remember, ang ginawa nating cable is what? Anong type? Straight through B cable. Straight type through B cable. So, in the next video, abangan nyo lang yung magiging next video natin, no? Then, doon naman sa mga nagtatanong, how about the crossover one? Actually, ang crossover, kung gagamit ka ng sa kabilang dulo ng straight through B, of course, straight through A yung sa kabila. And then, pag tinest mo naman yon, of course, straight dito 1 to 8 dito sa kabila, and the other side is yung color coding ng pagja-jump nung crossover cable natin, na? So parang ganito, ayun sa crossover. So paano ba yung ilaw niya sa tester? So nagawa ko, pinalitan ko yung kanina, yung isang dulo. Ang ginawa ko A, no? Kasi yung una natin gawa is straight through B. So this one is straight through, this one is crossover cable na. So testing natin. So dito sa left side, yan, straight to 1 to 8 yan. And remember, sa crossover, ang equivalent number niyan is 36145278. So kung 1 to 8 dito sa left side, this one naman is 36145278. So ganun lang sa crossover cable. Lagi niyong tatandaan yung sequence ng ilaw niya. Kasi kapag dito pa lang naman malalaman nyo na pag hindi ito straight na 1 to 8 at nag-jump, so may problema. So ganun lang. So again, wait na lang tayo dun sa ating next video. Thank you guys.
Okay learners, hopefully very useful yung demonstration video, no? At sana na take down notes ninyo yung mga importanteng mga tips na na-mention. Saka yung notes kanina doon sa slide, so lagi yung tatandaan yan. Okay, and for the activity, based on the demonstration video you have watched how to crimp Ethernet cable and the procedure you read on the module, create a helpful tips. Minimum of 5 items that is mentioned given to achieve a perfect output crimp cable. So doon sa video demonstration kanina, doon sa pag-crimp ng cable, may mga tips na nabanggit doon or yung mga important key points doon sa procedure. Sa module naman, mayroong mga notes na nabanggit para ma-achieve natin yung isang perfect output or perfect crimp na UTP cable. Then, submit this on your folder in our class drive. Para doon sa mga sa ating submission, dates, or any clarification, so magkakaroon na lang ako ng announcement doon sa ating Google Classroom. Para naman sa ating pinaka-challenge sa inyo, no? Performance task, prepare and clip Ethernet cable. Yan. So, see task sheet 3.3-1 uploaded to our G Classroom and GC. So, yung pinaka-task sheet ay makikita daw sa ating classroom at GC. Sleepy na rin natin. Task sheet 3.3-1. Ito yung pinaka-performance task ninyo, no? Dito, kailangan may mai-submit kayong output. Prepare and clip Ethernet cable. Performance objective. Given the following tools and materials, you should be able to create UTP cable with accordance to industry standard. Tools and materials. Na daanan na natin yan kanina, no? Prerequisite. So, bago nyo gawin itong performance task, of course, dapat nabasa nyo yung information sheet 3.3-1, yung content ng slides natin kanina, then yung video, crimping demonstration video tutorial. Steps and procedure. Number 1, read information sheet 3.3-1, Ethernet cable configuration, watch tutorial video on how to crimp Ethernet cable, study and remember all steps. Procedure in crimping UTP cable. Performance task sheet 3.3-1, crimp UTP cable according to industry standard. Yan yung steps and procedure, no? Requirements, learners must able to, number 1, crimp UTP cable with accordance to industry standard practices. And for another requirement, number 2, conduct cable test to ensure 100% working condition. So, yung ginawa nyong crimp cable, of course, syempre, kailangan matest natin yan. Kailangan, syempre, usable yung cable natin, yung network cable natin. Tulad ng sinabi ko doon sa mga hindi nakahiram ng network tester, so padala nyo sa akin yung output ninyo at ako na magte-test, and yung result, ibabalita ko sa inyo. For the assessment method, yun nga, yung output ninyo ang gigrade natin para sa inyong performance task. Performance criteria checklist. Ang criteria natin, meron lang tayong dalawa. So, did the learner, kayo ba, number 1, followed industry standard practices in crimping UTP cable? Yes or no? Number 2, ensured 100% working condition of the crimp UTP cable? Yes or no? Sa overall performance, kailangan maka-2 yes kayo, no? Kapag may no na isa, I'm sorry to say, but kailangan yung mag-try uli, no? Magawa ulit kayo ng UTP cable and hopefully maging successful na yung result. Para naman sa written work, ito yung pinaka-reflection. What I have learned. Number 1, what is the difference between crossover configuration and straight-through configuration? Which part in the procedure of cable crimping you find it hard? Nasa kayo nahirapan. So number 3, solve natin yon. How are you going to overcome the difficulties you experience on how to crimp a cable? Note, submit this on your folder in our Google Class Drive. Okay? And self-check 3.3-1. Huwag niyong kakalimutan na sagutan. At ito ay posted na doon sa ating classroom, no? Then, after that, compare your answer to answer key 3.3-1. Okay? So, that's all guys. If you have clarification question, so magbato lang kayo ng mga katanungan doon sa ating GC and doon sa ating Google Classroom. So, see you guys on our next session and hopefully, no, marami kayong natutunan ngayon. So, that's it and goodbye. Thank you.